Gypsy.
Hey, Bluez Gypsies. No, we didn't take you back to the future. I mean, back to the past. That's just an old freaking rambler and a beat up old travel trailer. Anyways, we getting the hell out of this armpit of Texas in this wind. We're continuing heading west towards Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hopefully, there ain't no freaking wind going on there, but we'll find out when we get there. Anyways, just wanted to give you an update. This is Bluez Gypsies. Westward ho!
Ain't a whole lot to see between Amarillo and Albuquerque, but a whole heck of a lot of flat land. Albuquerque, New Mexico was the beginning of our petroglyph exploration. Petroglyphs, in case you aren't familiar, are rock carvings that the Native American indigenous tribes did all over the southwest United States. They seem to tell a story. We just haven't figured out quite what the story is. Decided one day to take a road trip to go check out Sante Fe and Taos. We got to Sante Fe and drove through there and looked at everything. And then on our way to Taos, I see a sign that says Taos, New Mexico, via the high road. So we take the high road and must have made a missed turn somewhere. Never quite made it to Taos. Seeing this sign as we were driving through Albuquerque made me think about my Grandpa Collins. Bobby Unser used to raise sprint cars for my grandpa back in the day. Just about anywhere you go in Albuquerque, you can just about find some petroglyphs. These right here we found right alongside of a residential neighborhood. Anywhere you go, if you see volcanic rock, I bet you there's probably some petroglyphs there. Viewing those petroglyphs, we decided to take a drive up to the Sandia Mountains that overlook Albuquerque. Man, were we in for a couple of surprises there. As we were going up the mountain, we come to a sign that said the next mile and a half is a gravel road. They lied. It was more like 25 miles. It was dirt road all the way up over the mountain, through snow and ice, a couple other surprises. Looking on the map, I see there's Sante Fe. You know I gotta check that one out. Well, we finally made it over the mountain. All I gotta say, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. And in New Mexico, you gotta break out the green chilies. Here I'm making a delicious green chili stew. When in Roswell, New Mexico, it was the aliens, Next, we headed up the historic Turquoise Trail that goes from Santa Rosa, New Mexico, all the way up to Sante Fe. It goes through all the old towns that were infamous for the finest turquoise mines.
Hey, Bluez Gypsies here. We're trucking across the Wild Wild West. Just left Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we will be heading towards Flagstaff, Arizona. Gonna go check out that big hole in the ground. My wife ain't never been there, so gotta go show her what it's all about. But right now, as you can see, a whole lot of nothing. So you're not missing much. We'll get back with you when we get to Flagstaff. Catch back up with you, alright? Bluez Gypsies out. Have a good day. Flagstaff KOA yesterday afternoon, and today we'll be taking a road trip to the Grand Canyon. So, more to follow. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bluez Gypsies out.
Grand Canyon, probably one of the most majestic of the national parks. I've been to the Grand Canyon a few times, always been on the South Rim, have yet to explore the North Rim. This is the first time I've ever been to the canyon in winter. I rode down to the bottom of it when I was 16 on a burro. Winter brings a whole different look to the canyon. It's very magical, I must say indeed. Hey, Bluez Gypsies out and about in Arizona. We're on our way to Sedona, Arizona. Just left Montezumas Castle, some cliff dwellings just south of Sedona. And now we're taking it all in on our way to Sedona, Arizona. Beautiful countryside up here. Never-ending changing. The sun coming across all different shades of red. Crazy. Sedona is a very mystical, magical area. Back the Native Americans believed that There were vortexes here that will take them to other dimensions. As we drove through Sedona, I happened to start looking for some caves, if there were any caves in the area, and I stumbled upon Raven's Caves. Raven Caves. It's not marked, but if you Google that, there's a little parking area right off the road, takes you down a half-mile trail. Then you start descending down the side of this ridge, this cave. This craziest cave I've ever seen. It just went on and on and on forever, it seemed.
This is sick, dude. These caves just go on and on and on. I came in through there. Take you with me on the way back out. Whoa, sliding, slip sliding away. All right, here we go. We'll go back into here. This is so sick. Oh, this is so sick. I went this way. Duck crawl right here. And then back out. Holy shit. Alright. Holy crap, folks.
Before we got out of Flagstaff, I knew I had to take a hike up the side of this mountain behind the KOA. It offered some beautiful scenic views, as well as some really cool rock formations. Wouldn't you know it, the day before we left Flagstaff, we woke up and it was snowing like crazy.